carry a red flag with us. सारे अच्छे green पहन के आए हैं, बस ये एक आदमी.
People think I'm a really good actor. So I do deals with them कि मैं थोड़ा कम acting करूँगा, आप अच्छे लगोगे तो पैसे दे दो इधर, मतलब 25-30 लाख I usually charge. Per scene. Yeah, I told you I'm very rich.
I thought he was creepy.
Well said.
A very good afternoon, everybody. I request all our friends from the media to please settle down, take your seats. आप सभी का स्वागत है. Once all of you settle down, then we could begin the proceedings. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon. Thank you for joining us here. And Sushant, you know, Dahaad marks another chapter in Prime Video's extended successful partnership with XL Media and Entertainment and Tiger Baby. You know, we humans, we want more and more. So what's more? What more do you have in store for, you know, all of us, the customers?
So, first of all, a good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. And Sachin, I was hearing you backstage, and you are just like all of our Prime Video viewers. You're always about what's more, what's next, you know, everything else that we have in the works. You're just like all of our customers, and we love it.
Thank you so much.
You know, it's a great time for storytelling. It's been a busy year for us, and I think you pointed it out. It has been a very exciting year in general for storytelling. You know, across our service, we've had a series of great shows launched on the service, and Prime Video is into its seventh year into its seventh year delighting customers in India, and our mission or our mantra continues to remain exactly what it was on the first day, which is to be India's most loved video entertainment destination, both for audiences and also for storytellers and creators. And Dahaad is a perfect example of an intensely gripping and human story, and that's been created by some of the finest filmmakers in the country, if I may say so. Our partnership with XL Entertainment and Tiger Baby, goes a long way. From our first ever Indian original Inside Edge, this was way back, to now Dahaad. And yeah, exactly. And not only that, Prime Video is also the chosen home for all of the movies made by them. You can think of Gully Boy, Dil Dhadakne Do, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, Tufan, Sharma Ji Namkeen. I mean, I could go on. It's been such an incredible repertoire, and we are super excited to have been, deep partners for such a long time. And if I may say so, it's actually a match made in heaven. You see what I did there. And with Dahaad, we are bringing yet another great story to our customers. Rima and Ruchika have made a fantastic series that I know will leave viewers at the edge of their seats throughout. And adding to the brilliance is obviously the exceptional cast that all of you will get to meet very soon. And we are nearly halfway into the year, as we think about it. And thus far we have had a roaring time, in the spirit of roar. And this year we have had, some really diverse content. We had, our scripted originals, which is Farzi, Happy Family Condition Supply, to our unscripted docu-series. We had Cinema Marte Dam Tak, we had Dancing on the Graves. So yeah, it's been busy. And to your question, there's lots more in store. And like we say at Amazon always, it's always day one. Or to borrow a line from Dahaad itself, khel to abhi shuru hua hai.
Oh, we like that. Well, thank you so much for giving us some of the best content. And जैसा आपने कहा, खेल तो अभी शुरू हुआ है. हम सब दर्शकों को बेसब्री से इंतजार है for Dahaad. And Aparna, coming to you, Dahaad, I want to know that it is a riveting story with an excellent cast and performers. What is that actually compelled you to tell us the story?
Thank you, Sachin. And first of all, a very warm welcome to everyone who's come here today on such a momentous occasion. This is a very special show for us. When I first heard the story of Dahaad, what really struck me was its compelling narrative, the way the characters were written with such compassion, empathy, honesty, authenticity. And one has always admired the work of Zoya and Rima. They have a very independent voice, a very distinct style in the way they etch out their characters, and something that we see even in Dahaad. And the evidence of that is that Dahaad is the very first Indian series to ever get premiered at Berlinale. And we got in, like, the response there was absolutely astounding, incredible. And the opportunity to work with some of the most prolific producers in the country, Ritesh, Farhan, Rima, Zoya, it's an opportunity that we absolutely cannot miss. And Dahaad is a remarkably well-written, impeccably executed series. Rima, Ruchika, Zoya have done such a phenomenal work, and the cast has really, like, they've breathed magic and life into the characters, and they've delivered flawless and really, really powerful performances. And I'm certain this series will keep you at the edge of your seats till the very, very end. Super, super excited, and thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much, Aparna. And now that Aparna has spoken about the individuals who are involved in the art, the detail of every character and the storytelling, time for us to get on stage the makers of the series, and let's welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here. Little on the center stage, yep. Thank you, thank you. First of all, as Aparna also mentioned, congratulations for Dahaad to be screened, the first Indian series to be premiered at the Berlinale. So congratulations, it's a very proud moment for all us Indians. Let's make some noise. Well, I'd say all of us have seen the teaser. And I'd be honest that I also got a sneak peek into the trailer while we were, doing the dry run. So I can't give away much, but I'm going to ask all of you, starting with Ruchika, that what do you think can the audience expect from the trailer and the show?
I would like to say Dahaad is special, not only because it is our labor of love, but because it is a story that has been brilliantly conceived and written. And combined with that, we have a dream cast of Sonakshi, Vijay, Gulshan, and Soham, who are such a delight to collaborate with, and who bring so much complexity to their roles. And working with Excel, working with Tiger Baby, with Amazon Prime, it was just amazing to see how much commitment they brought to ensuring that Dahaad was just excellent. And there was so much support provided to us for that. And after our exciting premiere at the Berlinale, I'm just so delighted that we are able to present the show finally to all our audiences in India as well as abroad. I hope you all enjoy the show, and thank you.
Thank you, and we're looking forward to it. Zoya, your thoughts, please. What do we expect from Dahaad?
What can you expect from Dahaad? I think you can expect something gritty, something different from our coming-of-age usual fare. I think we, like Rima and me, particularly want to dabble in every genre. And we have touched thriller together, Ritesh, Rima and me with Talash. This is our second outing with a crime thriller, and we are very, very excited about it because it's got its own tone, and it's layered. It says a lot of things that with women that we want to touch on, and it's got an amazing cast. And it's beautifully, beautifully crafted by Rima and Ruchika. And also, I think we really like collaborating with Amazon. I think Aparna Purohit is easily the sharpest mind on streaming. So yeah, I think so. So for us, it always makes our work better.
Indeed, the visionaries there, both of you. Thank you so much. And with that, Ritesh, your thoughts on the same?
I think they've articulated it very well about the show. But it is exciting in terms of we've not seen something like this. I know everybody says ये different है, but to be honest, I have not seen something like this out there. You have a serial killer, you have a protagonist of the female cop who's after this guy, and so it's got a really nice cat and mouse chase and a crime thriller. So I said you don't have something then, especially from our body of work with Excel and Tiger Baby, what we do together, or even independently. I think this is something, again, a different genre for us to explore into. So it's been fun.
Reema?
Again, it's, like Zoya said, we like doing different genres. For me, personally, it's a favorite kind of genre. And in terms of what you asked, like what do I think we have for people, I hope it's a binge watch.
Definitely. By the teaser and the trailer that I sneak peeked into, definitely it looks like one. And with that, would you want to roll out something special for all of us here? Would you want to roll out the trailer for all of us? If you... Only if you permit.
What he has been seeing quietly.
I didn't realize we were waiting on me, of course.
Absolutely. Please, please. Zabardast cast, and जैसा कि हमने ट्रेलर में भी देखा, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the amazing Sonakshi Sinha. The uber talented Vijay Verma. And now the brilliant and versatile Gulshan Devaiah. Powerhouse Soham Shah. Welcome to...
As you can see, we carry a red flag with us. सारे अच्छे green पहन के आए हैं, बस ये एक आदमी.
इस वाले green पहन के आए हैं.
For a change, he's not asked to smile, he's smiling himself.
I will really refuse to ask anybody to smile from here on.
हमारी बड़ी तमन्ना थी कि आपकी स्माइल देखने को मिलेगा.
Hey, before I ask them a question, I think we should get Vijay to do that smile bit live here, right? We've seen that on screen, but I think live. एक बार हमारे लिए वो कर दो ना, वो smile वाला.
बड़ा मजा आ रहा है तेरे को, हाँ? मनोज, बहुत मजा आया. चुटकुला सुनाया उसने, गुलशन ने.
यार इनकी तमन्ना पूरी कर दो.
Smile. Smile.
Thank you so much. And that's the reason we call him the versatile and powerhouse. Thank you, all of you. Some strong performances there. Congratulations and all the best for Dahaad. And
Thank you.
Sonakshi, starting with you and and Vijay, can you tell us about Dahaad and your experience while working on it?
I think, hands down, this has been one of the best experiences for me as an actor. I've said this to Zoya and Reema, in fact, when they came to narrate the story to me. I didn't take any sort of time. I didn't say, I'll get back to you, send me the script. There and then, on the table, I was like, I have to play this role. It's that powerful. It's that... it's just so satisfying as an actor to be able to portray such strong female personas on screen. And I was really looking for that. So thank you, Zoya and Reema, where are you? There. For thinking of me for Anjali Bhati. And of course, working with this entire team has been fantastic. So as an experience, it is just the best.
and as passionately spoke each and every word, I would say you did absolute justice to what we've seen in the trailer.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. Vijay, your experience.
I mean, I'd worked with Zoya and Rima on Gully Boy, and then I'd worked with Excel on Mirzapur. So I was excited to get something else with them, and in comes Dahaad, and I was absolutely floored by what I read and by the character and the entire story. And I wanted to go back to, as they say, I'm a spaceship, and that's my mothership sitting there. So I like to work with them. So whatever. So it's just simple. Like, I like going there, shooting with them, doing work with them. That's it.
And your honesty and love to the craft is visible on screen. So wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Gulshan, Soham, both of you, we've seen you in some acclaimed movies and series. You guys have made an impression. And what is your say? What do you, how was it being a part of series like Dahaad?
I was in uniform most of the time, so I really enjoyed that. बचपन से मेरी तमन्ना थी
वर्दी पहनूं
कि मैं यूनिफॉर्म पहन के कुछ करूं. See you later. I got to work with fantastic directors. They are some of the best storytellers in the business. And what a talented cast. And I've been an admirer of all of their work. So I got an opportunity to sort of, mingle with them, get to know them a little bit, riff with them, and then do some scenes while in uniform.
वर्दी जच रही है कहीं?
And also endless supply of kachoris.
Thanks to?
Thanks to, I think somebody was paying for it, not me. See, we film actors, we don't carry money. We're very rich, but we don't carry money.
Soham?
Yeah, I think Excel, Tiger Baby, हर एक्टर की तमन्ना होती है कि उनके साथ काम करने की और तो वो था और सेकंड आई गेस स्क्रिप्ट बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग थी और मैंने ऐसा कैरेक्टर कभी किया नहीं है मतलब मैंने जो कैरेक्टर किए हैं बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग इंटेंस कैरेक्टर किए हैं तो बहुत कुछ अलग था राइटिंग बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग थी रीमा डायरेक्ट कर रही थी तो मतलब करना ही था
हमें खुशी है कि आपकी तमन्ना पूरी हुई है
But Vijay, why are you?
इतनी हिचकियां आ रही होगी ना उस लड़की को आज.
But I must say, Sonakshi, when we saw the trailer, the teaser, that the strong character like Inspector Anjali Bhati, it is impressive. But we want to know what inspired you to do the character.
I think inspiration is all around us. And, every day in our lives we meet such strong women who are just living life every day, holding the fort, just moving forward in the world. And I think inspiration can be drawn from anywhere. And I think we have a very, very special and very inspiring lady amongst us today, one such woman like that today, Miss Meera Chadda Borwankar. She is, please join us on stage.
Well, truly a legend. Ani, namaskar, tumse swagat. And, before I let her say a few words, let me introduce her. A true legend, Dr. Meera Chadda Borwankar, IPS. She belongs to the 1981 batch of Indian Police Service, Maharashtra cadre. She was the Director General, Bureau of Police Research and Development, Director General, National Crime Records Bureau, Chief of Maharashtra Prison Department, Commissioner of Police, Pune, Chief of Crime Branch, Mumbai, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mumbai. She also worked in economic offences and anti-corruption wings of CBI. Well, that's not it. She was the first woman district police chief in Maharashtra, that's Satara and Aurangabad, and has received her doctorate in organizational management from Pune University and is a Hubert H. Humphrey Fellow from University of Minnesota, USA, where she was also bestowed with a Distinguished Leadership Award 2008. A law graduate, she is currently a member of the Core Advisory Group on Criminal Justice System Reforms constituted by the National Human Rights Commission. And the list goes on. Wait. She was also the recipient of the President of India Police Medal for Distinguished Services 2006 and Police Medal for Meritorious Services 1997. She specializes in investigation of financial crime, crime against women and children, law and governance, human rights and gender. Author of 2 books, Leaves of Life and Inspector Chaugale. She conducted a research study on gender in Maharashtra Police and writes extensively for national and international journals. Her 3rd book, Madam Commissioner, is due for release in July this year. Indeed, an inspiration, an icon.
Thank you.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Well, I would say, first of all, it's an honor to share stage with you because I'm also, my dad's a retired Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mumbai. So it's an honor to say, share stage with you. Thank you so much, ma'am. इथे आल्याबद्दल खूप खूप आभार आणि तुम्ही जे केलंय ते खूप अफाट आहे आणि thank you. तुम्ही एक inspiration आहात त्यासाठी. Thank you. And I want to know की it's about 4 decades ago you started your journey. You joined the services and you've been serving the country since then. But we want to know that, since then, how has the journey been? And also, do share that your thoughts on the women serving in our forces.
Thank you for having me here. First of all, I would, if I go back, in 1981 batch of Indian Police Service, there were 70 male officers, and I was the only lady officer. It was tough. We had to do from horse riding to unarmed combat to rock climbing to jungle nights and swimming, which I very royally failed because I was so conscious of my swimming suit with 70 boys around. So it was tough, but I think it paved way for women to join police. And as we have seen in the trailer, we are not, women cops are not dumb-wit beauties. They are serious thinkers. They are problem solvers. And they are very committed to their profession. As the trailer showed, I loved the scene where she's called Lady Singham and she doesn't like it. Because the protagonist is serious about her investigation. She doesn't want any labels. So the journey of women cops in India and abroad has been from being treated as matrons, fit only to investigate crime against women. We have proved that we are keen learners, we are problem solvers, and we stand tall when handling law and order situations. So the trailer shows that Anjali is a serious professional, and that is how we wish to be treated by citizens and by the media. Thank you.
And genuinely, it's only because of women like you who paved the way, where we get to tell these stories. So thank you very much, ma'am.
Thanks, and I definitely don't think it will be binge watching. I think it's a very serious one with a deep message, about the competence of women. And I also felt that the character is very strong in intuitive thinking. She can think and put 2 and 2 together while, sorry to say, the male officers seem to be...
But Meera, before I ask you the next question, I would like to compliment, I'm sure everybody will agree that women like you, individuals like you, have been instrumental, have been the foundation for so many women to get inspired. And if you look at the statistics now on the streets and the police stations and across the forces in India, the numbers have quadrupled, and it's all thanks to individuals like you who've inspired them and given them the wings to fly and the platform. So thank you so much.
Can I intervene here? I would like to share that in India today, women make only 11% of cops. So when in population we are 50%. In fact, the police department should have more than 11, if not 50, at least have 40% of women presence in the police stations. All of us will feel safer.
as you are the torchbearer and they all are following, and it definitely will multiply. We look forward to that. But we talk about Dahaad that we just mentioned. You know, do you think series like this help empower, encourage more women?
Absolutely. And see, here I was watching from uniform to the story to the acting, everything is very real. If you watch a serial when you feel it's the real woman cop solving an undetected case, you do feel inspired, you do feel encouraged. And also, I'm sure the story would end with successful detection. So success inspires, and a realistic portrayal of success, as in Dahaad, would definitely encourage and inspire more women to join police.
We have her stamp of approval, guys. Done.
And a successful fire starter like you, having you here, it's such an honor, heartfelt gratitude.
But I'm sure you're able to detect the case in the end.
I have a question.
We want you to watch it also.
Is this working? What do you think about this guy who's saying smile?
I thought he was creepy.
Well said.
Which means in his career, he's done justice to it. But thank you, and indeed an honor, and a salute to you. And with that, may I invite back Aparna, Sushant, Ritesh, Rima, Zoya, and Ruchika back on stage. You know, on behalf of the entire Dahaad team, we would like to definitely honor ma'am here for joining us here this afternoon. तालियों की दहाड़ यहां पर कर सकते हैं. If you could have all of you for a nice photo op to capture the moment with ma'am, please. Once again, a big thank you, Meera ma'am, thank you so much. I request all of you to please stay back. Meera ma'am, thank you so much. I'll help you. Thank you so much. Light व्यवस्थित आहे आता? व्यवस्थित आहे का? असं बोलायचं कसं? असं कसं? मी सांगतो त्याला. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी थोडी इथे वरती खालती होते म्हणून मी सांगतो त्यांना. नक्की. तुमचा नक्की आदेश मांडण्यात येईल आणि थोडीशी लाईट पाहिजे ना अजून? अच्छा. फ्लक्च्युएट होतं ना थोडी? दहाड होतं ना म्हणून थोडंसं असं ते. नाही मी करतो. ते आपलं झालं की याच्यानंतर नक्की फोटो. डन? अँड येस. लव्ह लेटर. Thank you. Well, before I open the floor for media Q&A, got a couple of questions forehand from our journalist friends, and I have the list with me, so I'm going to call out the name. I request you to please identify yourself, and then one of our volunteers will help you with the mic. Uske baad, please mention whom you want to ask the question to. That way, that individual, respective individual, could answer the question. And first, starting with Sonakshi, the question's coming in from Titas. Did I get that right? From News 18. Hi, Titas. How are you? Could we help Titas with the mic, please? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Titash. Okay, so Sonakshi, 13 years back you made your debut with Dabang, where, you know, the Salman's portrayal of a cop, I mean, it changed everything. And with Dahaad now, do you think life has come a complete circle? That's number one.
Yeah, I mean, why should boys have all the fun, right? And I think it's about time, you know, we started representing more real women, strong women on screen. There's so many stories to be told, like I said earlier. And this was just one such story which came to me, which I think I got really lucky with this one. You know, as an actor, very rarely you get come by these roles that just hit you bang in the face and you're like, you have to do it. So this was one such role. And yeah, I think as a cop, I think it's very different from the Chulbul Pandey you're talking about. Like ma'am said, she's very real, she's very raw, she's very, you know, she knows what she's doing and she knows what she wants. She's going to get justice no matter what it takes. She's that kind of a woman, and it was really my honor to be able to play her on screen.
How have you seen the representation of women cop on screen changing over the last, let's say, a decade?
We've actually seen very few, like far and few, you know, there's no one particular character that really sticks out right now when I'm talking to you at the top of my head. I hope Anjali Bhati becomes that character where people kind of refer to her when they talk about, you know, portrayal of women cops on screen in Indian cinema. So I hope she becomes that, and I hope that more people end up saying more stories of such women.
Thank you, Titash, for your question. You've got a very beautiful name there. Next question coming in from Raj from Filmy Beat, and it's for Reema.
Hello everyone, congratulations. Trailer looks amazing. Reema, आपसे पूछना चाहते हैं. You and Zoya, you both have delivered amazing work previously. But इस कहानी की खास बात क्या है कि आपको इसको कहना ही था? What was the seed of thought when you were directing this thing?
You know, like we mentioned earlier, it's just a genre that we both love watching, whether it's crime or suspense drama or thrillers. For me personally, it's a favorite genre. And when we came up, you know, when we started talking about creating this, obviously there was a lot that, you know, in a long format, there's a lot you can do. Like Zoya said, we had done Talash earlier, but that was a feature film. And in long format, I think you can really get into it. So, yeah, I think that was the start of it.
The next question is from Reema, from OTT Play, and it's for Vijay.
Hi, here. Vijay, here. Yeah.
Hi.
I
think this is, yeah.
So, वैसे तो आपका character बहुत simple दिख रहा है, but we all know कि there is a lot of creepiness behind it. So, how was it getting into the layers of that character? Because you have beautifully portrayed it on the screen, और हम सब ने believe कर लिया है कि आधा character आपका शायद simple सा है, but उसके पीछे की जो layers आप अभी डालने वाले और जो हमें दिखने वाली है in future, how did you get into the skin of this character?
I'm playing a very nice person. who's a Hindi teacher, who's also a philanthropist, takes classes for underprivileged kids. And it's what we've shown right now, and I want to talk about what has been shown. And I wanted to bring in a certain kind of authenticity and niceness. So I played that, and Rima helped me in preparing this part.
Thank you for your question, Rima. And moving on, next questions for Aparna. It's coming in from Rishikesh Kannan from Radio 1.
Hi guys, sorry I'm not standing up because of the cameras behind me. First and foremost, Dr. Borwankar is not on stage. So I want to tell you, ma'am, that I read your book called Inspector Choguli, and it was highly inspiring. So it's wonderful to see you here, and thank you for everything that you do. And Sushant and Aparna, I mean, fantastic. Loved Farzi and Citadel, and I actually saw Jubilee alone, and I'm now seeing it a second time with my family. So, you know, you're just creating the right experience. My question actually is to Aparna. I mean, you have great pedigree as far as your producers are concerned. There's Ritesh, there's Zoya, Tiger Baby, and XL. But beyond that, it's the story that has the police force at its core. So I know that beyond the pedigree of the production house, you would also think a lot about those things. What is it about the narrative of Dahaad that really spoke to you, that spoke to Amazon, and you just immediately said, let's greenlight this?
It's a story about a fierce woman being told by some fierce women. And so we had to tell the story. It's very layered, very nuanced, and with each iteration, it became more and more complex, intriguing. And most importantly, I think it's the intent behind telling the story. It was very important that a story like this, be told. It's a story about loss, endurance, hope. It's just incredible. And when, the craft of Zoya, Rima, Ruchika comes in, what you have is Dahaad, and we are so incredibly proud that we were enablers in this story.
Thank you, Aparna. And Rishikesh, good to see you here, and thank you so much. We belong to the same tribe of actual more and more content there, and thank you, Prime Video, for giving us that. Next question coming in from Abhimanyu from DNA, and it's for Zoya.
Hi, Zoya.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
I have a question which is basically that this show cannot be put in a bracket if you want to, because there's a little bit of noir, there's a cat and mouse chase, and as ma'am put it, there's so much realism in it as well. So how do you make sure that it's a unique, smooth blend and not a mishmash of everything? What's the formula and process to do that?
I think, every story has its own integrity. And I think if you stay true to that, if you stay honest to the characters you're creating and the journey of those characters, if you stay honest to that and don't try to do this also and try to do that also and please this one also and please that. I think if you're honest and you stick with that, you create a world and you create an authenticity. The challenge at the end of the day is, whatever your genre, is to make an audience feel something. They need to feel something. They need to resonate. That feeling could be anything. It could be amusement. It could be pathos. It could be a reflection of their life in them. Whatever. They need to feel something. I think that's the biggest challenge. And I think the only tool you have besides a narrative arc that's interesting is to be honest with your work.
And I'll vouch for that every craft of yours exudes honesty. So thank you so much. Thank you. And next question coming in from Kunal from India Forums, and it's for Ritesh. Kunal?
Yeah, hi, I'm right here. All right, yeah. Hi, Ritesh. Hi, everyone. The trailer looks fantastic. Thank you so much. And my question to you is, with Excel churning out hits after hits, especially with, Prime, the partnership has been fantastic so far. And now, when it comes, at the end of the day, of course, it's probably about the script. But after all these hits and, dabbling in so many genres, what do you think as a producer, what do you look at the first thing when, you want to back a story, given that there are so many crime thrillers out there already?
You know, the thing is that after we like a story, the next image which comes to me is Aparna, the fierce Aparna. They have to go and now narrate it to her. You know, like she said earlier, this is a fierce story, fierce writer. She didn't say about the fierce person who was going to be hearing it. So anyway, no, but I mean, honestly, I think what happens with any story, right, which we like, whether it's written by Zoya and Rima or any writer which we collaborate with, you know, is that I think that it has to be relatable on a certain level. It talks to you, it's saying something, it's engaging on some level, and emotionally there has to be some connect. And I think if you stay honest to that and you relate to it, you'll be able to convince millions of other people, you know, and then even Aparna for that matter. So yeah, I mean, we're just on that, and we have quite a few shows. In fact, everything, most of our stuff is on Prime, and we're looking forward now to Dahaad and the next slate with them.
Thank you for your question and wishing you all the best. Sushant, next question's for you. It's coming in from Srijit from Spot Boy.
Hello, everyone.
There you are. Hi.
Hi. So congratulations to everyone. The trailer looks amazing.
Thank you.
So Dahaad has become the first Indian series to be showcased at Berlinale. Okay. And can you tell us more about the Indian originals that are faring globally?
Yes. First of all, can we all have another round of applause for Dahaad, making it be the first Indian original to be showcased at the Berlinale? It is, and to me, I think your question kind of had the answer within it. Indian content is doing exceptionally well. I think broadly, I think Indian stories they're having a moment on the global entertaining landscape as we speak right now. And Dahaad is a really good example of it. And I think the world is truly embracing and applauding the amazing stories that are coming out of the country, you know, across a variety of genres and across a variety of cultures, really. And we see our role as Prime Video as being an enabler of, you know, making sure those stories find a global audience, you know, across more than 240 countries and territories. You know, more than a quarter, more than 25% of viewership of our Indian originals actually comes from outside the country. So that's telling you a little about how our stories are really finding a global audience more and more, and that number has only been going up. You know, in fact, something like as recently as Farzi, right? It entered, you know, the top 10 trending lists across multiple countries. Last count I remember, it was across 10 countries just in its launch weekend, right? So I think we are having a moment. It's great. It's great to be able to, you know, help tell those stories. It's great to find the audiences that are really looking for these stories. And not just Indian stories finding a global audience. I think we are entering a new interesting phase of, you know, Indian stories entering global interconnected universes, if I may. You know, case in point being Citadel, that we recently announced. So I think it's a great time for the Indian creative economy and for the storytelling ecosystem. And we're just so thrilled that we get to play a role in it. Yeah.
Thank you for your question. And Sushant, there's so much content going global. And you guys are changing the definition of, it's not we are going global, we are global. You guys are doing it.
Yeah, I think it's not just Prime Video. I want to make that point. It is just a great time to be, you know, to be telling great stories, because we are a storytelling culture fundamentally, right? So it's great that now we get to tell it to the world, and it seems like, you know, everybody's loving what we have to say.
Because you guys are the finest storytellers, so thank you so much for that. Next question's for Gulshan. It's coming in from Nawaz from Bollywood Bubble.
Hi guys, congratulations for the film first of all, and Gulshan here, hi. So my question is to you, whenever we see you on screen in any project, you always manage to charm us in some way or the other. Now when a show like this comes your way where the cast is so fantastic, it's an ensemble cast, on an individual level, how do you manage to stand out your arc?
I don't try to stand out. I really don't think that way at all. But, you know, sometimes people have this, I do use it to sort of do a little bit of business. You know, people think I'm a really good actor. So I do deals with them कि मैं थोड़ा कम acting करूँगा, आप अच्छे लगोगे तो पैसे दे दो इधर, मतलब 25-30 लाख I usually charge per scene. Yeah, I told you I'm very rich. I don't really everything is about the stories, about the scene, who you're working with, one person can't make a scene work. There's a lot of people who are behind the camera, who are facing the camera. There are co-actors, there are technicians. All of us put our efforts together to make a scene work, and then that scene flows into another scene and another, and the story is told. I don't really care about trying to standing out. I mean, I want to just be as honest as possible and give my best on that day, and sometimes you can't, but that's okay. But that's all I try. And if people think that my work is good, I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. But I think the trick is to not try too hard to stand out and just be honest and truthful and work with your colleagues.
What about your directorial abilities?
Yeah, I'm D4. I'm credited as D4 also for this. That's Director 4.
He was nicknamed Director 4 on the project.
I was in charge of teaching extras how to play dead.
But we love your work, but besides that, we love kachoris also. Now that we've spoken figures, next time kachoris on Gulshan.
Pyaz kachori, not dal kachori.
Next question for Ruchika. It's coming in from Vinamra from First Post.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, straight. First of all, fantastic trailer. My question is that you have collaborated with Zoya before as a writer, but this time as a director, how different was the dynamic?
Some things remain the same. As a writer, you fight with the director to realize your vision. And as a director, you fight with the writer to realize your vision. So, but jokes apart, it's a collaborative medium. It's all about respecting each other's vision. And as a writer, at some point of time, you have to surrender your vision to the director. And when it's someone like Zoya, you know that with her vision, there's going to be magic on screen. And that's exactly what happened. And when it's someone like Reema, who's a writer, then you feel privileged as a director to come on board. And you don't have to do much. It's all there in the script. So that was my cue. And it was both roles equally exciting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchika. We wait for the magic to unfold. And Som, next question, Tamara Matic. It's from Rashita from Peeping Moon. Rashita, if you're around.
Yeah.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Soham here. Towards your right. So, you are known for playing versatile roles in different projects that you do. Even this one looks really different, even though we are yet to see more of you in the series. But what about this particular role in Dahaad impressed you the most that you plan on taking it up? And how did you get into the skin of your character? Because you do it wonderfully in every role that you play.
First of all, thank you. Thank you for this. और जहाँ तक रोल करने की बात है तो मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि एक्सेल एंड टाइगर बेबी वाज प्रोड्यूसिंग, रीमा वाज डायरेक्टिंग एंड स्क्रिप्ट वाज सो ब्यूटीफुल. और मैंने जितना भी काम किया बहुत ही इंटेंस और वैसा कुछ किया है. तो ये कैरेक्टर थोड़ा सा ना बेवकूफ़ है. तो ये वैसा सा कैरेक्टर जो मैंने कभी किया नहीं है. इज़ वेरी इंडियरिंग और बहुत ही कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर है. लाइक ही इज़ अ करप्ट पुलिसमैन एंड एट द सेम टाइम ही इज़ वेरी सेंसिटिव एंड वेरी इमोशनल. तो ऐसा कैरेक्टर मैंने कभी प्ले किया नहीं है. और पहली बार वर्दी, जैसे कुछ ने कहा कि पहनने का मौका मिल रहा है, तो हर बंदे की चाह होती है एक्टर की यार एक दिन वर्दी वाला रोल करें तो मज़ा आए. दैट्स इट.
Thank you so much, Som. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. And the next question is coming in for Reema. It's from Yashvi from TV9.
Hello, my name is Yashvi. I'm from TV9 here. So far, all the stories that you've created, they have been amazing, and I'm really looking forward to Dahaad as well. After Made in Heaven, this is your second show with, collaborating with Amazon Prime Video, and all the characters in this are as well, core, are strong enough in their own core. So from there to this, how has your journey been?
Again, they're both very different, kinds of worlds. So it's nice to take a break from the Made in Heaven world and go and take a U-turn and go into a completely different world.
Thank you so much, Reema. And we've got time for one last question, and that's for Sonakshi. It's coming in from Murtaza from Telechakkar.
Hi, Sonakshi, you're in the center.
Hi.
Sonakshi, first of all, I have to say you are amazing in the trailer, and we can see there's a lot of action, accent, a lot of things happening around. I would like to know, how did you prep for this character and what all went into it, and do you have to take any special training to portray this character right?
I think I was born to play this character. I think I was just, like I said, I was just waiting for this character to come to me, and when it did, I just kind of got into it like without any hoo-ha, hullabaloo, nothing of that sort. I think I had to look a certain way. I had to, and honestly, genuinely, when that uniform comes on, na, आदमी की चाल बदल जाती है. Like you just start walking straighter. You just get hard. Like I was a hard chick, man. it was unreal. I can't tell you the power of that uniform. It's the first time that I've played a character of a cop. I had to learn how to ride a bike, which I ended up loving so much that I bought myself a bike after the show, and now my mom is very worried because I just take it out in the night and go. Yeah, so I think that was really a new experience and a very fun experience for me to learn how to ride the bike. Of course, the dialect was very different. What we've all spoken in the show, that was something new that I learned and we had to prepare for. So yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience as an actor. I got to learn a lot, and yeah, I think as a role, I was born to play this role.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to add on the bike riding. She actually rode the bike better than her stunt double. So we rested the stunt double and got her to do the shots.
Yeah, one day I'm sitting on the side. I thought, "Meri chutti hai thode time ke liye." They've called me back. "Ah, you come, ride." I was like, "Why? What happened?" She's like, "She's riding slower than you. Please just ride."
But thank you, and as you said in the trailer, we saw कि खेल तो अभी शुरू हुआ है. We can't wait for the 12th of May. Well, thank you each and everyone. Thank you for your questions. Thank you, friends from the media, for joining us. And of course, this calls for us to capture the moment. I'm going to request to please step ahead for a photo op. And I'm also going to request Zoa Morani, Sumit Arora, Karan Shah, and Chaitanya Chopra to please join us on stage to complete this picture.